So in this video, we're going to be talking about Fisker. And Fisker, if you're not aware, you are basically, if you are buying this company and you plan not to trade it, and you plan to hold it long term, you are basically an angel investor. Because this company is very risky, but the return on investment could be ridiculous if you are correct. So if you are investing in this company, you are considered an angel investor. And I basically created created a new channel name. Instead of using my name, Kevin Pham, I decided to call it Angel Investor, because I considered myself, like, just looking from my past, I consider myself an angel investor. Because, you know, I invest, like, back in the day, I wanted to invest into Facebook when it was $20. I wanted to invest into Netflix when it was like way lower than what it is now. I think it was like $10 back in the day or something like that. Before I think it was like $30 or $40 before the reverse split. But with the reverse split taken into consideration, it's probably like $10. Because what happened with Netflix, I saw it crash from like $100 all the way down to like $40, and I was like, oh hey, Netflix, I want to invest into it. But then there was people who told me that no, it's dangerous or something like that. But it wasn't dangerous. It was like it could have been the greatest investment in my life if I did it. I also bought into Facebook, but I abandoned Facebook when Facebook was around $20. I put my money into Facebook. But I abandoned Facebook for AMD. If I kept holding on AMD would have been the better investment than Facebook. But I didn't. I sold it and I bought into Aurora. And if you look at all three of those stocks just right there, they are considered angel investments. Because they are all highly risky and could bankrupt. Literally, could bankrupt. So that's what I consider myself. So I decided to change my channel into an angel investor. But anyways, moving forward, we're going to be talking about how you can subscribe to my channel and attempt to give me that silver play button in the future. Hopefully, I don't know. But if you are new to my channel, I would appreciate if you subscribe. Anyways, moving forward. So this is the first good. A lot of people, I've watched every video on YouTube, and a lot of people said, oh, they don't have a real product. They have a real product. They have essentially a prototype / real car that is functional on the road, because clearly they are driving right now somewhere. So clearly they have a vehicle. They have, like a prototype / vehicle that can drive on the road at the moment. But if we look at the like pricing, this company seems a little too perfect when it comes to marketing. They're like, oh, we are environmentally friendly, we put on a solar roof, that all that stuff costs a lot of money. Somebody has to go gather garbage at the beach, and someone's got to pay, and then they got to convert that garbage into usable material, which is probably not that cheap. And then adding on a solar roof is pretty expensive. So I mean, like, if Elon could do that, I mean, Elon owns Solar City. Wouldn't he think about, oh hey, let's put a solar roof on all Model 3s? Like wouldn't he think about that? He probably didn't do it simply because of the cost it would take to put a solar roof on the roof. Maybe, I don't know. That's what I think, and that's the reason why Elon's not doing that. Else Elon would have done that. You don't think Elon would have thought about putting a solar roof on top of the roof when he owns Solar City and he sells solar powers to companies? So that's a little. The CEO over promises, in my opinion. But it does look like a very nice car. Like, it's very nice. Like, if somebody said, hey, do you want to buy this car for 38,000 US dollars or 37,000, I'd be like, yeah, I'd buy it. If someone offered to me right there, I test drive it and I like it, I would buy it. Like, I would buy it for that price. It's a very reasonable price for a really nice car. But I think they are overpromising, and even if they don't overpromise, they are selling this thing at a loss. Can almost guarantee that, unless in 2022 the technology price goes down so much that they break even on the product and they built a brand versus, focusing on profitability, similar to Jeff Bezos and kind of Tesla in the past. So, you don't like a profitable company doesn't have to be profitable as long as they make investors happy. And when I say investors, I don't mean the retail investors. I'm talking about the big money. If big money sees a future in Fiskers and they see that, their products are awesome, the products are nice, they're going to be one of a big company in the future, it doesn't matter. Like, think about NIO. NIO has negative gross margins, but they make really nice cars. And because they make really nice cars and they're in mass production, investors like that and they invest into the company. And when I mean investors, I mean big money, because NIO is valued at $17 billion. So, this is like the gamble here. Do you believe that big money, and the price of $37,500 US dollars, I think they are trying to, I think they're using that as a marketing way to get pre-orders, but I can almost guarantee you that it's probably going to go up from there. And another thing I also believe too is their 2022 projections to bring out this vehicle. It's probably going to be pushed into 2023, simply because things don't always go right, and usually companies overpromise and underdeliver, and I think that's probably what's going to happen in this company. So be aware of that when you invest into this company. So let's look at Spartan Energy. What I think about the stock, just looking from just like this right here, I think it's going higher. But let's just look at the actual, chart. Let's see what it has to tell me. At least like on a base level, see what it has to tell me. It's overbought. Like, it's overbought right now. It should pull back a little bit, but who knows? Who really knows at the end of the day? Volume is really good, by the way. 43 million, 49 million. Obviously, retail investors are not involved with this increase in volume. I really don't think so. I don't think retail and Robinhood investors are creating 48 million shares of volume. Unless there's some like billionaires decide to use Robinhood and put hundreds of millions of dollars into Robinhood. Yeah, okay, sure. I can see Robinhood investors pushing the stock price up because there's no fees, and those so they're just like using that to trade, buy and sell in the Robinhood. Yeah, I definitely can see that happening. Definitely can see that Robinhood investors could do that if the rich people put hundreds of millions of dollars into Robinhood to use it as a trading platform, which is totally possible. But anyways, I honestly think that big money is involved into this company, because look at that volume. 43 million, 49 million. And you also have to remember at what price those volumes trading at. They're not trading in the dollars. They're trading in the tens of dollars. So that's a lot of volume. It's not as big as NIO's volume, because NIO also has a way tighter share structure, but that is still very good volume. That means that big money is trying to push this thing up. Will they keep pushing it up? They could. They absolutely could. We'll see what happens. But it's looking bullish right now, and I think it's going to head higher. there's a part, but you gotta remember that, you know, like, I'm not gonna talk about the bankruptcy in the past background, because you can go on YouTube and you can watch that all you want. But yes, you know, companies have problems all the time, and you gotta realize that they have problems. And I can almost guarantee you that they will raise more money in the stock market, because they need more capital to execute on the strategy and vision of this Spartan company. Fisker company that's going to IPO eventually. But that's not even guaranteed, because right now Spartan Energy is a shell company, and they are going to get delisted unless they acquire a company very soon here. So, you know, we'll see what happens, but that's the scenario that's happening right now. But they could push that back, and then they could acquire Fisker, and then they won't have to delist and give back shareholders all their money. But yeah, moving forward, so, you know, I think, like, will Spartan become bigger than Nikola? Well, Nikola, if you think about Nikola, they're like in the same scenario. They have a product, or they have a prototype, and they're setting up the factories I don't know if they're even setting up the factories yet, but they're going to plan to set up some factories to start building those hydrogen trucks, electric hydrogen trucks. But you know what? I don't really like commercial cars. I mean, they do have the Badger, and I think that's going to take a long time before anybody gets their hand on that Badger, simply because they can make a prototype. Yeah, anybody can make a prototype, but when manufacturing that prototype on a high frequency, it's going to cost a lot of money, like ridiculous amount of money. So Nikola is guaranteed to have to raise money, and Spartan is also going to guarantee to have to raise money to start up their manufacturing. So, you know, lots of money raising going on in the near future with these, so be aware of stock dilution. But again, as a small retail investor, you really don't have to worry too much about dilution. It's the big money that really takes the dilution anyways. So we'll see, we'll see what happens. I'm bullish. I think the stock price is probably gonna head higher for Spartan, but we'll see. Now Solo, I think this one is still more interesting, and I still think that there's potential for it to be $1 billion, because they've already had a prototype, they tested it, and they spent over a year perfecting the production, or the production of their cars. And they're going to be start selling it in the second half of 2020. I'm hoping to hear an announcement on Electromat in the near future, but that's hoping. And then now let's just quickly go over it. So you can, as you can see, you can go on YouTube, and you can. I just finished watching the CEO make an announcement. I think he's a great salesman, and I think he knows how to market a car, and he's probably also a very good designer, because that car looks freaking nice. It looks nice. Like, the interior looks really nice. The exterior looks really nice. Nothing to complain about with the design and build of the car. How does it function? Does it last long? Is the battery really, up to par? No one truly knows at the end of the day, because that could all be part of marketing. But right now, all that really matters is the interior looks nice, the exterior looks nice. Now putting it into production is going to be another story. So we'll see what happens in the future. Anyways, that's it for my video. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe for future updates, and have a great day. Bye.